Alright, this video is going to review the demonstration we went in class, the kind of lengthy demonstration about starting a drawing file. So I'm going to start. I've made sure that my project file is activated. This gets really important when we get into these later steps past IPTs. So I'm going to start by clicking New and choosing standard.idw. I'm going to review or refer to the project during this for some of our stuff so you guys can see where to find it. So this IDW link, I have all the requirements that you need in here, and then this video will eventually be on that page. So we need a size D sheet. That happens to be the stock sheet, but just in case, this is how we change it. So there's D, it says D right there. But if I right click on sheet 1 and go to edit sheet, I can change the size. And so depending on the project, we'll use different sizes. So the first thing I'm going to do is put in our isometrics. I'm going to choose base, choose the folder. Our assembly is the one that's labeled final. I've got so many files here. Here it is. So I'm going to put that in first. And on our project, it says that the scale is 1.5. So in Inventor, I can change the scale to 1.5. I just type in 1.5. It gets a little bit bigger. I go to my top front right by clicking in that top corner. This should be the top front right that is in our solution sketch. So you need to make sure, it doesn't matter if it says top front right, but like if this is our top front right, that should be the one that's shown right there. So get in the right orientation, click OK, and move it up to the top left. Now we want this shaded, and I forgot to click the button, but that's fine because I'm going to go back to show you how to add it. So if I double click on it, right, this is the shaded button, and these are for hidden lines. In this shape, we're not going to have any hidden lines because all the object lines will take precedent. So I'll click shaded, click OK. Now I've got my top front right. We want the top back left. I'm going to choose base. Okay, go back to it, find that same one again. Alright, click open, go to my top front right, click the opposite cube, flip it. I can click shaded now so I don't have to do it later. Get it as lined up as I can, click OK. And a quick way to check is that your corners are opposite. So if I look, yellow's here, it's over here on this one, green is here, it's over here, black and blue have switched. So I know that it is the true top back left. Alright, we always want to title the sections. So I take my text tool, it's under annotate, I click, and then this box comes up. So I'm going to say this is my assembly. You could put top front right, top bottom left, or you could do those in separate titles, and then you say scale 1.5. Okay, if I want to change the size of it, this is really small. Each letter is 0.12 inches tall. I could just type 0.5 in there, and then when I click OK, alright, there is my title. And if that is too big, we can double click on it, go back in, let's stick with 0.24. That looks a little bit better. That would work for this. Now you can move on to our next section. So our next section, I'm going to go back to place views, base. We're going to take our IPN now, which is our exploded view. So this needs to be done. There's another video that shows how to do that in the exploded view section. Click open, and if you do not have your exploded view, it might be because you didn't take the snapshot. Again, that's in that exploded view video. Make sure you choose a view that has the exploded view. The scale for that is 1. Say scale of 1, click OK, and place that in there. This one's a little high. I might go back and adjust that and take a new snapshot, but for this first project, that's okay. Alright, now I'm going to go do my orthographics of all of that after I title this. So I do annotate. Okay, this is exploded. You could say exploded view, scale 1. Okay, that's really small, so I forgot to change the font, but I'll go back into it, 0.24. Alright, there is our exploded view. Alright, now I'm going to do one shape, and then you guys will use that to go off of. So use base, same way we did the other stuff. Choose one of my sub-assemblies. Alright, let's do this green one. Click open. Alright, that's huge. It's a scale of 4. We actually want 0.75 for this. And what I like to do is go to my isometric, or any isometric, and decide first which would be my best front view. This is not my best front view. I'm going to go around. This is a good front view. I've got my longest dimension on the bottom. It's sitting in a natural place. It's not balancing on one of these cubes. Okay, there's no hidden lines. I can see all the features. So then in my cube, this is top front right, even though it says top left front. If I click on my left, that moves me into my front view. So I can place my front view, go above it. That green line means it's projected. So I click again, and then I go down to my side view, click to place it, and then isometric's kind of in this free land, so we'll just put that there. The view cube was kind of in the way, and then I move it back in. Now I can double click on this. Okay, go to shaded, click OK. Alright, now that's shaded, so we're good. Now we just need to dimension. So if I go to annotate, I can use my regular dimension tool, or I can use this cool baseline tool. It's up to you guys how you want to do that. This shape's a little more complicated than a lot of our other ones because we've got this feature and then this feature. So I think for this one I might want to break it up, because I might want to show the dimension here for that feature, and then here for that feature, and then show my overall on, like, kind of in the middle there. I can zoom in. Now the way these placed, I can go in and get them so they're not, you don't want them overlapping and stuff like that. So that's just the way to do that. And then the baseline tool is pretty awesome. You choose this baseline tool, click on all the options that need dimensions. So here we need the dimension from here to here, and then the whole thing. Right click, continue, it pulls it out. Click to place, right click, create. There's that. We have our width dimensions, we've got our height, we need our depth dimensions, and since there's nothing going on over here, we'll do that. I'll use baseline again. I like this tool. Okay, right click, continue, place, right click, create. Alright, so that shape is totally dimensioned. So then you would go and add your other 5 shapes. One thing to make sure, you can write multi-views or orthographics, however you want, scale 1.5, and say all dimensions are in inches. That's really important that you specify that, since we don't have anything on our sheet that says that. Alright, so you'll have 5 more of these, or 4 more of these here. The last little finishing up that we got to do our parts list, our balloons, and our title. Let's do the title first. So I click down on this title block. I'm going to say puzzle cube project, my name. Okay, again, I want it to be a little bit bigger. So I click OK. As long as that's in the title block, we're good. I'm going to do a parts list. This is asking me what do you want a parts list of. So I click on my exploded view, click OK. Go down here. This should be your file names. If it's not, you've got some work to do. Alright, the last part, see these balloons? So you click on your balloon tool. You've got to click on the shape, click, and then it'll keep going. You could make like this crazy line, but we only want one. Right click, continue. Click, click, right click, continue. And do this on all of our shapes until it is fully detailed, and it should say 5. Should be the corresponding part there. When this is all done, save it, and then you can take a snip of it and put it into your project. Okay, double click your mouse wheel and it zooms back to fit. That's all I got. I know this is a kind of a long video, but I hope this helps. Our drawings will be important later because these are working drawings and these are the way we communicate in engineering.